What happens when a math teacher and computer programmer decide to build something better? Marnie Stockman and Nick Coniglio turned their passion for helping others into best-selling books. Lead It Like Lasso and The Business of You, helping people lead with heart, humor, and purpose. This episode of The Rebel Rebel is brought to you by my book, Brand Jitsu. I've spent over 25 years in the trenches helping artists, entrepreneurs, and brands stop being ignored. I took everything I've learned, the wins, the hard lessons, the frameworks that actually work, and I put it into one book. It's called Brand Jitsu, Move Your Brand from Meh to Memorable, and it'll help you tell your story in a way that people actually remember. Get it at your favorite bookstore or visit brandjitsu.com. Well, welcome to the Rebel Rebel. I'm your host, Michael Dargie, and somewhere across the world, we've got not one, but two people with us today. Please welcome to the show, Marnie Stockman and Nick Coniglio. How are you?
Thanks for having us. We're good.
Yeah, we're fantastic.
Yeah, you are. Look at you.
Yeah. It's obvious, isn't it?
Yeah, clearly. So why don't we start? Maybe you guys are in the same town. Are you in the same town?
We are not.
Okay, Marnie, where are you from?
I'm from the eastern shore of Maryland.
Oh, that's very nice. Must be. Do you feel the fall coming in right now?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely.
All right. Okay. And Nick, how about you?
I am just outside Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, wow. You probably don't feel the fall coming in.
I don't feel the fall right now. No, it's darn hot outside. Yeah.
Well, so what brings these two unlikely heroes together from different parts of the world? What are you guys up to right now?
Yeah. So currently we have co-authored a book. We've co-authored a couple books.
Yes, you have.
Yeah. And we're, the second book, we're building an app. So we introduced the lead character starts using an app to help her grow personally and professionally. And we spend a lot of our time working with developers to actually build that app, which is kind of cool.
That's like a book Inception. Was this the book you're talking about?
That is the book right there, The Business of You.
The Business of You. So people, if you're just listening, you're missing out. It's a beautiful book. And it smells like a book. And I can't wait to break its spine.
Yeah, and take some notes in it. That's the best. I have yours right here, notes and everything. So, yeah.
Dog-eared and beaten up.
Yeah. That's the best.
Wringing every thought out of that book. That's amazing. Now, you also have another book, which is what?
Lead It Like Lasso. Yeah.
You guys are prolific.
Leadership is life. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's us. Who doesn't love a little Ted Lasso?
Oh, my goodness. Ted Lasso was the hero we needed when we needed him.
For sure.
Absolutely.
And let's hope season 4 brings back the same power.
Oh, yeah. I got chills. Just, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, wow. So this is a lot to unpack. Why don't we go back in time a little bit? We know that you help people do things and you help them through books and stuff like that. But what happened to both of you that made you go this way when everybody else was going that way? And then how did you get together, like Wonder Twin powers combined?
Yeah. Well, I'll start and then I'll let Nick tell the moment of Wonder Twin power activation. Right. So I started out as a high school math teacher. So, you know, they're usually the people you think of when you think, who wrote a book recently? Probably your high school math teacher.
100%. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I got into administration, assistant principal, math supervisor. And as math supervisor, I was using a piece of ed tech software. And I had a lot of ideas about how everybody should be using it and what else the company should be doing with it. And so I started doing customer success for that company, much to the dismay, originally, of one Nick Coniglio. I'll let him take it from there.
Yeah. So the other half of the authorship here, I was a computer programmer. So you've got a math teacher and a computer programmer. Really, two types of people you wouldn't think be writing books, right? But eventually, I got into technology leadership, and like Marnie said, I was working at this ed tech company where we wrote software, sold it to school districts all over North America, and we got acquired, and then we got acquired again, and then we got acquired again, and
those are fun.
Every time that happened, I ran the technical support side of the business. Marnie was customer success, and they kept telling us, yeah, our core value is raving fans. And at the same time, both of our organizations were the client-facing people. They kept reducing our resources and reducing our resources, reducing our resources. And it was really, really hard, especially since both Marnie and I, that is our core value, raving fans. The company stated it was their core value, but yet they were acting completely differently.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So, so we decided, I believe I said to Marnie, what did I say, Marnie?
Yeah, Nick, if you could slide a note across Zoom, that's how he did it. He's like, we should start a company to see if we can start a company so that we could get out of here, raise enough capital so that we could start a company to help students. And so we left there, started Scaled, sold a software company so that we could write Lead It Like Lasso and then start developing Blue, the business of you.
Wow. My goodness. Okay. Thank you for the origin story.
Yeah, more unpacking, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I want to go individually. We'll go further back, and because it's always fun having multiple guests on. So Marnie, did you always want to be a math teacher?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever aspire to be an author?
Never really thought about it. Loved reading. Hadn't considered authoring.
All right. What was your favorite book growing up? What's the one that sticks in your mind?
Oh, I mean, I love A Wrinkle in Time, and I think of that because that's what Ted Lasso gave Roy Kent. So I love that book. I'll say that, all of them. The next one I was going to read was my favorite. The last one I just read. Yeah.
Great answer. I love readers. Okay. How about you, Nick? What happened to you?
Well, I was doing everything I wanted to do. I was a computer programmer. I was working in a closet, drinking Cokes, talking to 0 people. And I thought, this is what I was meant to do because I was
Code Red
introverted. What's that?
Code Red Mountain Dew?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I was very introverted, didn't really like interfacing with people. And at some point I had the realization and the opportunity to do consulting and get out and expand my horizons. And that's what I did. And then I just kind of kept on getting promoted and got into leadership positions, failed miserably when I first started.
Good.
So it's been a big impact on me. I kind of know what it's like to both live unauthentically and lead ineffectively.
Title of my next book.
Or a country song. It's one of those two. It's, the people that helped me, mentored me along the way, they made a huge impact on me. And at some point when I ran across Marnie and it was clear, one of the first things I learned about her was she went into teaching to help everybody become their best versions. That really, I saw that play out because I had people help me. I had started to learn how to help other people. And that's kind of where we came from.
I just hit the believe sign above.
No.
Yeah, man. Is it torn apart, or we just did a podcast on the episode where Ted ripped it into shreds? To be reattached.
Wow. Well, that's really cool. So I guess, how does this work right now with you two building this, little empire of awesomeness? The empire of helping and making the world a better place. I mean, that is the tagline of the show. Really, is live audaciously, or think audaciously, live courageously in the service of making the world a better and more interesting place. So, how does that work for you guys on a day to day?
A lot of collaboration, a lot of Zoom calls, a lot of brainstorming, and problem solving are the words that come to mind. Nick, does that sound about right? A lot of caffeine.
I would add one word to the front of that list, which is a lot of fun. I mean, we are truly, we get to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And I think from our perspective, we're not shackled down by the corporate world like we were, and things were just clashing when the core values and the culture, they completely clashed. And that bugged us a lot, and we have an opportunity to kind of rewrite it for ourselves and to help people kind of live authentically. And again, I think she came out of the womb being authentic and a great speaker and all the things. So I give her the perspective of all the things that can go wrong and how you might overcome them. And we have a lot of fun doing it. I mean, we have a satirical newsletter that's just funny. We work on. We have this interesting problem solving app that's around leadership. We've got the book offering. It's just fun. That's my word.
Awesome. Have you ever done book signings, or have you gone and signed your book for people?
Yeah, it's so odd because we say at the beginning of Lead It Like Lasso, we're two relative nobodies, and we agree to that. So I typically sign it and say, well, since I was a high school math teacher, this also counts as a bathroom pass in any high school in the country, because that's sort of all I think my signature is good for.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
It's also awkward when you're kind of sitting there and nobody's coming around you. So that, although we never have the camera rolling, because I see authors who film that and then they post it on TikTok or whatever social, and all of a sudden they have 40,000 likes and they get a huge demand of people just for the sympathy. But
for being sad.
yeah. But it's been quite the experience for sure.
Yeah,
that's good. That's fun. I'm doing my first big book signing coming up here at the end of the month, which I think is probably going to be the same. I'm just going to be sitting there, with my little party hat on and,
I doubt it. I think you're more interesting than we are, but make sure you have somebody filming, just
in case,
even if, before it's open. So people and you just sit there like nobody's here, and then post it on social. You get a lot of likes on it.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that.
So I think one thing that helps. So we did the LA Times Book Fest. We had a book signing there because we had won an award. So we got to do a book signing. And it helps to have a question to ask. That's my advice for you, is to have something to engage them. Don't plan to talk about yourself or your book. Ask them about something that is, associated to the theme of your book, so you can get there and just
adjacent.
Adjacent. That's the word I was looking for. Just let it happen.
Love it. Oh, that's so great. Thank you. Free advice from, multi-award-winning authors. Just buy these books, people. We'll put the links down in the show notes.
Well, and I'm sure you tell all your folks, and then write reviews, because that's the game, right?
Yeah, that is the game. Yeah, I love reviews. And I've discovered that I quite like signing books. I will go into bookstores in my travels, and I'll see if my book's on the shelf, and then I'll offer to sign it, and chances are they will, because apparently those sell better.
Yeah.
Even though I'm nobody.
Join the crowd.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough about that. I would like to go into, you two are from very different parts of America. And so I'm curious, were you born and raised there? And Nick, I'm thinking not, with given your accent. But I'm curious where you came from, how you got there, and then what is sort of a staple of your life in the day-to-day personally.
Yeah, well, I guess I can start, which is, no, I was not born in Georgia. I was born in New York, Long Island to be specific. I moved down here in '95, right before the Olympics, because I thought it'd be cool, an up and coming city, and it was exactly that. And never mind the fact that I couldn't afford. I worked in Manhattan, the World Trade Center of all places, back when it still existed, and I couldn't afford to live anywhere near it. When I moved down here, it was amazing how much more my currency actually stretched in the South and up north. But day-to-day life, I mean, Marnie and I work as often as we can because we have a ton of fun with it. But I have a wife and a son who has just left us as at college.
That's fun.
And it was fun getting him out of the house. Yes, it was a lot of fun because he's at that age that, it kind of wears thin. But no, I miss him. But I'm an avid sports fan. I'm a golfer. And I got a little long-haired Dotson, so probably more than you were looking for, but that's what I'm about.
Are you kidding me? I love all of it. Let me ask you this: how recent was the move to college? Was it just this year?
No, he's in his fourth year, so
okay.
We're actually at the point where we're starting to miss him a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was I want to go back in time when my kids left the nest and how weird it was to not have them around all the time.
Very much so. I jest, but yes, it is definitely adjustment for sure.
Cool. Okay. Wonderful. How about you, Marnie?
So I was born in Maryland, lived in North Carolina for a short bit, 7 years while I was growing up, and then moved back to Maryland. So I've been here since 6th grade, but if you're from the Eastern Shore of Maryland, I am not from the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I don't count as a native. Yeah. But if you need directions anywhere or restaurant recommendations, I'm a really good person to ask.
Okay. Well, so let me jump on that one for a sec. Like a dog on a bone is, what's sort of your favorite local thing to do?
So on the Eastern Shore of Maryland, it's eating steamed crabs. It's not a question. You can ask anyone else that lives here, and they will for sure not even call you local if you don't answer in that way. So that is very much a thing. Yeah.
All right. How about you, Nick?
Well, I was just going to add, Marnie is also a rock star locally. She just had a write up in the local paper. She's been in the paper many times. Local magazine, Country was a Coastal Living magazine.
She's a small town.
She delivers graduation speeches at high schools.
Damn, Marnie.
Yeah.
She's like playing small, and she's like
she is the big deal. I am the little deal, or she's the big deal. I am the no deal, as we like to say. Especially Marnie, she likes to say that.
And that is not true. He's just humble.
Oh, poor Nick, Marnie, you're so mean.
She's
just so kind.
I know. Yeah, he's stoking the fires.
Yeah, but in North Georgia, it's a playground. There's things to do. There's a couple of amphitheaters around here. If you like your music scene, big on the local breweries here before it even became the rage. Great hiking. We're just an hour or two away from the mountains, the Carolina, North Georgia, Carolina mountains, whitewater rafting, just an hour or two. So we're kind of an hour or two away from all the good things, but nothing just super close unless you like a lot of local beer and
or golf.
Music.
Or golf.
Or golf. Yeah, I mentioned golf earlier. I didn't want to say that again because I stink at it. Yeah,
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me the synopsis for our listeners out there about Lead It Like Lasso. I imagine they're chomping at the bit to just understand how this came to be and what it's going to bring to them potentially by buying a copy of this book. The link is down there.
So the subtitle is A Leadership Book for Life, Your Life. And leadership is life is our number one rule. Thank you, Danny Rojas, for Football is Life, right? Football is life. We have leadership is life. So because we believe that everyone is a leader, and it doesn't just happen in a boardroom. It happens in a locker room, a classroom, a living room, etc. And so we took the leadership framework that had made us successful in a business, in a classroom, in a server closet, or a programming closet, and with the people that we helped develop, especially Nick and all of the folks that he's hired along the way. And the same framework that worked for us in all of those capacities really works as personal development framework as well. So that's the start. And we have 4 different sections of the book, but I'll let Nick talk about the 4 sections.
All right.
Yeah, and we should add that we draw on the lessons from Ted Lasso, right? That is the hook. And one of the reasons. There we go.
It's not a cowboy book.
Yeah. But yeah. So, but as in Ted Lasso, so we start off with rules, right? The rules that kind of move us from, are the guide rails that kind of move us and get us unstuck every day. So we have some basic rules that we follow that really push the ball forward on a daily basis, that are a reminder to us that, hey, okay, if we're stuck, defeat the blank page, or, everyone is a leader, leadership is life is a role, just like Marnie described. So we start there, and then we acknowledge that there are multiple and there are different ways to lead. There's not exactly one particular way to lead.
Prototype.
In the show, it's demonstrated, through Ted Lasso, great leader, yeah. but so is Roy Kent. So is Sam Obasanya.
Yes.
So is Rebecca Welton. So was Keely Jones, a great leader in the show.
Yeah.
So we have a character section, the players, where we do a personality archetype and which leader are you? What are your strengths? What are your areas for development?
And that is everyone's favorite part. They love figuring out which character they are. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Of course you would.
Yes. Yeah. And then we kind of go into the training and the game. The training is talking about the leadership framework, the different, whether it's, we start with core values because we believe everything starts with being authentic and understanding who you are and which, reflecting on that. And then we do typical leadership stuff, whether it's vision and purpose, whether it's adaptability, resilience, communication. We talk a lot about emotional intelligence. We talk about legacy. So we give you the different frameworks and what they mean and how they apply not only to you personally, but to organizations. And then we have the game section, which are hands-on activities on how to work on some of those skills. So if you're counting at home, we've got the players, the training, and the game. It's very much aligned and the rules very much aligned to football or soccer. We had fun with it.
Oh, that's outstanding. All right. Excellent. So buy this book, people. It is unofficial, unauthorized, and uncensored. I'd like to also mention.
Had imaginary Roy Kent write the foreword, so there were a lot of F words in there.
I love Roy Kent so much.
Just at the beginning. We had to put a disclaimer before the first page because of it, but then it's PG after that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're all grown-ups here. Okay, so tell me about this one. This is The Business of You. And this just came in like yesterday.
Yeah. Oh,
so it's hot off the press.
It's only been out 2 weeks, so for sure it's hot off the press. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the next evolution. And we kind of hinted at the beginning, which is really we want to speak to young people. We want to speak to young adults, whether in high school or university, college. And we believe, especially with where we're at today with AI everywhere, automation everywhere, that truly it is becoming harder and harder to stand out. And it's the human skills, the Ted Lasso skills, the soft skills that will allow you to stand out and differentiate yourself. And we want to engage young people in helping them build out their brand. I know you like storytelling, Michael. We like storytelling. We like brand. We like all those things. But we kind of wrap that around a personal leadership framework, and we wanted to put that in their pocket with an app. And we ended up taking a detour as we were writing the specs for that app in writing this book. So it was actually an accident. What happened, Marnie? How did that go?
Wrote a book?
I'm going to tell him how this happened because I find it funny. So we were sitting in the airport. We'd come back from an event, a Lead It Like Lasso event. And literally I've got the notebook and we are starting to write. Okay. And when you're developing an app, you always talk about user stories. So the student logs in and does this, and we're about to tell the tale of what the student does. And I said, wow, this is like writing a fable, like Bob Berg's The Go-Giver. And Nick said he had to run to the restroom. So he ran to the restroom, which was right behind our gate. So 60 seconds later, he's back standing right next to me. And he said, I had a terrible idea. And I said, well, you were in the bathroom? And then he said, actually, I think you had a terrible idea. And I said, I mean, maybe, but while you were in the bathroom, and how did you know? I haven't moved. And he said, no, I think we should write that story. I think we should give people the journey of a student who's done all the right things. They've done the right clubs, gone to the right classes, gotten the right grades, have letters of recommendation, etc. But none of them is helping them stand out to get an interview, because between the employees that Nick has hired and grown, the students that I have tutored and mentored, and our own children at our kitchen table, we have helped at this point thousands of folks figure out who they are and how to stand out and tell their story. And so we decided to write that book to help them do that. So it is Sydney who takes this journey, gets a mentor along the way, and is introduced to an app. And we're actually building that app.
I love that. Oh, it's like all full circle and just it's got some meat on that bone. Yeah, I love that. That is so cool. And what a great thing to do. I was just recently, I went through this hiring thing. So I was looking for a new intern, and I had like 40 resumes come in, and I pick 10 of them that I think are probably the best. They said the right things. And I started interviewing them, and not one of them knew anything about the company, not knew anything about what was current or what we were looking for. And we were very obvious about what it is that we were trying to.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? But none of them knew. And
well,
I don't know whether it was, let me offer this. I think it might be sort of Stockholm syndrome in a way that they're so used to rejection and not showing up that they're counting on their resume doing the job, getting filtered. Okay, I clearly don't know.
Well, I mean, that's partially right. It is because they're applying for 100 to 1,000 jobs. So they cannot possibly dig in deep on any of them. And one of the things, like, it's all about connection. 70% to 85% of jobs today are obtained by somebody who's had a personal recommendation. So they're just going about it wrong. It breaks our heart. So many times I hop on a call and I'll say, where are you in the process? What are you doing for getting a job right now? And then they'll tell me about some spreadsheet with 1,000 rows on it. I said, "Oh, that sounds terrible. We're not going to do that."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You're right. And I mean, I should definitely be a little kinder about it, but you're right. 1,000 resumes go out.
They should absolutely know who you are, but it is just the exhaustion that gets them to the point where they can't keep up.
So that used to be immediate disqualification for me. If somebody made the interview process, the first question I would ask them is, tell me about my company. And if they couldn't say anything, it tells me right there that they're not putting in the work to, deserve this position. They're not going to be a good fit. But we hear all the time. And even those, we work with people that even will do the work, and then they get in the interview and they just end up reciting the lines of their resume. They don't have stories to tell. And that's
tell the story.
Yeah. It's what's the study? The storytelling is 22 times more effective
than telling stats.
Than just reciting facts. And
amazing.
That is a powerful number. And a lot of the problem is a lot of young people they don't know how to do it because they haven't been in school. They're taught to recite facts with all of their work. And not necessarily drive to storytelling. Yeah, that's the business of you right there.
Yeah, I was just pointing at the book. If you're listening, go buy the book. I was pointing at it because this is the answer. That's amazing. So many people need this.
Can I just quote your book for a second?
Oh, sure.
In brand jitsu, you've got the world's cheesiest metaphor that branding is like an iceberg, right? So I believe that if the iceberg is the story you're sharing with AI and resumes, that's just a thin part of support under the iceberg. So there's no depth, and you have to add stories to build that so that you can refine the story to shape the one that's on top. And that's where they don't have the underlying, they're just getting blown around everywhere because their iceberg has no anchor.
Absolutely. You need that little angler fish at the bottom.
Yes. Just
saying. Marnie, what's your favorite thing to do with other people?
Well, outside of work, because I do enjoy work.
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay,
I get that. That's kind of like that is the thing. Actually, that's the joy.
I'll say sports. I play volleyball with my children. I play pickleball. I golf. Yeah.
Amazing. Nick, I already know that you're golfing, so I'm going to say, what's your favorite meal to share with another person?
Oh, I don't share meals with other people, Michael. That's that's a bad question to ask. I'd be more than willing to share a meal if I gave them the entire plate, but you take me to an Italian restaurant, I will share a good conversation with them. 100%.
Yeah. And there's friendship all along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Do either of you have things that you do just for yourselves, like to fill your bucket besides the sports stuff, but meditation, journaling?
Well, I knit and walk like it's an Olympic sport.
Is that at the same time?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Holy, that must like fire some stuff in your brain.
Definitely does. It keeps the creative juices flowing for sure.
Very cool. All right. I've never heard that. Knitting and walking. Got it. Nick.
I do my New York Times games every day, whether it's Wordle, Strands, and I've just taken up stretching on a daily basis, and I cannot believe the difference. I'm 54 years old, and the difference that has made for me, just in terms of letting my mind just kind of go. It's kind of amazing. I wish I would have learned that a lot earlier in life. I've also dabbled with hypnosis, just so you know, and that I would say I would give that positive reviews, just for those out there thinking, hey, I need it. I did it for overcoming anxiety on both personally and on a sports field, but it's something that kind of gets you into a very relaxed state, which is probably 95% of the deal. And you learn how to do that, and you can apply that whether you're out on a playing field or whether you're speaking to thousands of people doing a keynote. So I highly recommend.
I've been weird. This is a weird thing to say, but I've been stretching curious for the past year or so. I've been like thinking because it takes me a while to get moving in the morning because of all the stuff I did to myself earlier in life. And then I go to the gym and I do run and I elliptical and all that stuff, lift weights and stuff, but I don't stretch. And I'm like, I should really do that. So you've just lit a fire.
I highly recommend. All
right. Stretching. Got it. Okay. There's these people in the world, and they could be students. They could be leaders. They could be anything in between, but they're about to do a thing. They're about to embark on their own, or they're in the middle of it. I'd like to draw this picture of Wile E. Coyote just walked off the ledge and has just looked down. There's the uh-oh sign. What advice, and I call these people rebels in waiting. What advice do you give these rebels in waiting to help them get to where they're going? Marnie, you first.
So given that take on the scenario and the friends of Ted Lasso here, find your diamond dogs, find your support network, find your personal board of advisors. Somebody should be down there holding a trampoline to, so that Wiley can bounce back up, or has a lasso, pun intended, from the top that can catch you something. So find your people.
I love that. Thank you. Okay, Nick, how about you?
Well, that would have been my first choice. My second is to question everything, I think, and see things from everybody's perspective. One of our favorite books is Think Again by Adam Grant. And it's a book that reinforced a lot of the stuff that I did well. And, I had aspirations to do things that were listed by Dr. Grant in there that I wasn't doing well. But just seeing things from every possible, like when we started a new business in a market that we had no idea what it was about at all, we had to see things from everybody's perspective. So while it might not be your personal board of advisors, your diamond dogs that Marnie was talking about, talk to as many people and question the heck out of everything. It's good to question things, be curious, and if not for that one trait of asking a ton of questions, we would not be where we are today. And we are so thankful to be with you, Michael. So I'm glad we did.
Oh, love it. Thank you so much. Where can people learn more about both of you? Obviously, we're going to put the book links down in the show notes, but
perfect.
Give us the Cliff Notes, Cole's Notes.
So leaditlikelasso.com, and our social media is at leaditlikelasso everywhere. Also, if you're blue curious, since you were stretching curious, we have a waiting list at thebusinessofyou.ai for folks that want to find out more about what we're doing with that initiative. Nick, what did I miss?
We have a satirical newsletter called workinprogmess.ai. You can find it there if you're looking for funny takes on career development. We have a great time with that, and we're both easy to find as long as you can spell our names on LinkedIn, and that's where we'd love to connect with you.
We'll put those links down in the show notes. Nick and Marnie, thank you so much for being on the show with us today. This has been an absolute delight. People go buy their books. Gosh.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode. Hey, if you're an artist, scientist, entrepreneur, or business owner who wants a smooth and proven method to find, shape, and share your story with the world, head on over to brandjitsu.com and order a copy of my book, Brand Jitsu, Move Your Brand from Meh to Memorable. I've been your host, Michael Dargie, and this has been the Rebel Podcast. It's a podcast for creative rebels and entrepreneurs all over the world. And hey, if you're a rebel or you know a rebel, head on over to therebelrebelpodcast.com and fill out the guest request form. Thanks so much for listening. Until next time.